For an entire generation, James Van Der Beek wasn't just an actor. He was the face of adolescent earnestness, forever frozen in a creekside dock in the late 1990s. We are currently witnessing the iconography trap, the phenomenon where a breakthrough role like Dawson becomes so culturally massive that it threatens to swallow the actual human being whole. For years, Van Der Beek lived in the shadow of the crying meme, a 3-second loop of raw, teenage heartbreak that defined his public persona more than any subsequent performance. To survive the crushing weight of that nostalgia, James didn't just try to outrun his past. He learned to laugh at it, eventually transforming his Beek persona into a masterclass in self-parody and grounded authenticity. The strategic genius of James's second act was the pivot to self-awareness. In projects like Don't Trust the Bee, in Apartment 23 and What Would Diplo Do, he leaned into the absurdity of his own fame, playing James Van Der Beek as a hilariously vain yet lovable version of himself. This era marked his transition from a passive icon to an active architect of his own narrative. However, the true transformation happened away from the cameras. In 2020, he and his wife Kimberly made the radical choice to leave the Hollywood pressure cooker for the rugged landscape of the Texas Hill Country. By trading red carpets for a 36-acre ranch and a brood of 6 children, he effectively decoupled his self-worth from the industry's metrics. He wasn't just an actor seeking the next gig, he became a father seeking presence, proving that the most successful comeback isn't necessarily a box office hit, but a reclaimed life. However, in late 2024, James's journey took a sudden, visceral turn with a stage 3 colorectal cancer diagnosis. This introduced the final, most poignant chapter of his life, the vulnerability crisis. Instead of retreating into total privacy, he chose to use his platform to dismantle the stigma around colon cancer, particularly for men under 50 who often ignore early warning signs. He became a face for the biohacking and wellness community, highlighting the terrifying reality that even someone in peak physical shape, living on a ranch, doing cold plunges, and eating clean could be blindsided by a silent killer. He wasn't just Dawson anymore, he was a man staring down his own mortality with a degree of grace and faith that resonated with millions who were fighting their own invisible battles.